Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Adnan Amin, Assistant Professor, and welcome to this course on Machine Learning Foundations, Logistic Regression. In this session, we will understand what machine learning really means, why it is important, and where it is used in real-world applications. Let's get started. What is machine learning? Machine learning is a field of artificial intelligence that enables systems to learn from data and improve their performance without being explicitly programmed. The traditional approach to problem solving is known as the old paradigm of programming. In this approach, we write step-by-step instructions for a computer to follow. For every possible situation, we must carefully define the rules. In other words, a human first understands the problem, then manually designs rules like, if X happens, then do Y. By combining these rules with data, the computer produces the desired output. However, this approach has a major limitation. In many real-world problems, it is extremely difficult, sometimes impossible, to write all the rules manually. Now let's understand the shift. Instead of a human writing every rule step by step, we allow the computer to learn the rules automatically from data. Let's take a simple example. Imagine you want a computer to recognize images of cats. In traditional programming, you would try to write rules such as if it has pointy ears, if it has whiskers, if it has a certain shape. Similarly, classifying email arrivals as spam or not spam. For spam, we will define rules first, like if keywords are suspicious, then mark as spam. If subject are unusual, then mark as spam, vice versa. In the real life, there can be thousands of patterns. Writing all possible rules is almost impossible. But this quickly becomes complex and unreliable. This is where machine learning introduces a new paradigm. Instead of manually writing rules, we provide the system with data and correct answers. For example, images labeled as cat or dog, emails labeled as spam or not spam. The system then analyzes this data and learns the underlying patterns by itself. So the key difference is traditional programming, rules, plus data, output machine learning, data plus output learns rules, patterns. Now that we understand what machine learning is and how it works, now let's understand the core foundation of machine learning. We learn from data. Data, this is a starting point. It represents past information or historical records. Data is almost always about the past. We use what happened yesterday to predict what will happen tomorrow. A model's learning potential is defined by its data's quantity and quality. It requires a large enough volume of information to identify reliable patterns, but that data must also be accurate and diverse to ensure the model remains precise. For instance, to build an effective spam filter, you must provide a vast collection of emails that have been correctly and consistently labeled as spam or not spam. From this data, the model identifies relationships, which are also known as patterns. It is important to note that these patterns are not explicitly programmed by us. They are discovered by the algorithm. In other words, once we have established a robust data set, the model enters the stage of pattern recognition. In this phase, the algorithm analyzes the historical data to identify statistical relationships and recurring correlations. Rather than following a set of hard-coded instructions, the model autonomously discovers which specific features, such as the frequency of certain keywords or the presence of unusual metadata, are most strongly associated with a particular outcome. Once the model has learned these patterns, it can apply them to new, unseen data to make decisions. For example, classifying a new email as spam or not spam. The final and most critical stage of the machine learning lifecycle is inference. Once the model has successfully identified and weighted these patterns during the training phase, it can be deployed to process new, unseen data. At this point, the model functions as a decision-making engine. When a new email enters the system, the model does not simply look for an exact match in its database. Instead, it evaluates the new data against the complex web of relationships it has already mapped. For example, if a new email arrives containing a specific combination of structural anomalies and lexical triggers, the model calculates a probability score. If that score exceeds a certain threshold, the system autonomously classifies the email as spam. This ability to generalize from past patterns to solve future problems is what defines the intelligence and utility of the model. At its core, machine learning is not magic. It is a structured mathematical process. To understand how an AI thinks, we must look at its heart. Three interlocking components that transform raw information into actionable intelligence. The first is data, the second is patterns, and the third is prediction. In today's session, we explored the anatomy of a machine learning engine, moving through three critical stages. Component 1, data. We established that data is our empirical foundation. For a model to be effective, it requires both a high quantity of information to find reliable trends and high quality, accurate, diverse, and labeled records to ensure its experience is grounded in reality. Component 2, patterns. We saw how the engine moves into pattern recognition, autonomously discovering features and statistical correlations. It builds a mathematical map of these relationships, identifying the clues that define a category without being told the rules by a human. Component 3, prediction. Finally, we looked at inference, where the model applies its map to unseen data. By calculating probabilities based on learned patterns, the engine can make accurate decisions on information it has never encountered before. Ultimately, machine learning is not about memorizing data. It is about generalizing from it. It isn't enough for a model to remember the past. Its true value lies in its ability to learn from those past examples to make intelligent, accurate decisions in new situations. This transition from remembering to generalizing is what allows AI to solve real-world problems at scale. Thank you for joining today's session, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.